Yeah, today is 31st of January 2023. No any legal improvements in European Union court case are performed so far. No sans custody from criminal colonization of the anonymous criminal hostage. And as per legal investigations, the following facts fixations that on the 30th of January, after the unknown injection in the Parventa polyclinics to an underage kid, he was discriminated by the black criminals and then was given to the an old guy, not sure whether he's criminal or not, but old Russian guy, who later brought him to my living area, the near sea area with 9-floor buildings, and he forwarded an underage kid, a hostage underage kid, not to me, but to some criminal who is known to him. And during the night from 30th to 31st of January, an underage kid was spending in unknown place with this guy. And the location is nearby my living area in the 9 floors buildings, but exact information is still missing. On the 31st in the morning, he's supposed to provide me the underage kid, but there were some conflicts in between the criminals once again, and the kid was in continuation of the anonymous criminal hostage was again with some unknown persons. Suspectfully, there is a light chance that the electronic nets of the certain community and probability that he is staying in the 9-floor building as per address Ingineru Street 97 or 95. That's why I paid several visits to ex-known persons to me in the past, I mean, but no any information from them either. It's like they are not in there anymore, but the new people who are living in known to me addresses are rejecting any information. That's why I provided them an informative label with several more addresses for information in case any facts of the hostage underage kid will be available to them that thus might contact me and return an underage kid from the anonymous criminal hostage. This investigation is still ongoing, but I assume that continuation of the anonymous criminal hostage by any people, even though they might be the people, nobody knows. But lack of providing of legal information or continuation of the anonymous criminal hostage of an underage kid is a continuation of the crime. The light-minded players or even the women, they do not understand that until happens. Therefore, a main priority is still to secure an underage kid from criminal colonization, and moreover to secure him from the heavy influences or the criminal influences, because assume during that night he didn't sleep from the 30th to 31st due to many factors. Might be the reasonable fears, might be the lack of comfort or any things like that, but to stop these criminal performances in the hostage of an underage kid is necessary to force the ones involved to return an underage son to me, to inform, as well as to justify the ones guilty. Relating to criminal colonization of the mobile electronic networks of my mobile phone devices, one connection from the Germany, I warned several times the ones who aren't realizing legal seriousness that the criminal electronic sources from abroad, which are colonizing the mobile phone devices or the electronics of the citizens of another countries, will be justified by the force. The criminal electronic source which colonized my phone from the Germany will have the certain legal blocks or investigations with restrictional performances to all the blue criminal electronic sources, due to the fact that permissiveness of the light-minded criminals is not possible to stop, even though such are at the level of the courts. Relating to justice of the criminal bodies who are playing self-destructive games in the colonization of the mobile electronic networks, or the anonymous criminal filters, anonymous criminal blocks of the telecommunication services. Justice of direct criminal involvements must be performed even remotely, with real freedom takings in jails to stated by laws facts periods. Moreover, in the legal processes, very sharp reactions to such criminal performances in the electronics might be performed by the heavy attitudes, like placing the knives to the criminal heads of the criminal bodies, whether such are at the level of the courts or in any other electronic or systematic managements. The Germans, and what I've noticed also from Russian Federation at the level of the courts, it's a Russian system. They're involved into restrictional filters, in fact the criminal performances in the electronics. I will not warn anymore, but for legal reactions, the commercial criminal bodies which aren't willing to realize the power of national legality in compared to own crimes will be heavily justified by real freedom takings in jails and or reasonable murders for protection purposes. The criminal players or light-minded permissively criminal court employees aren't realizing that until the justice against their life or their electronics, their electronic registries or objective life is taking place. That's when the criminals must be justified to stated by laws facts periods, because exists that law in electronics for criminal performances to stated by law periods to jails.